So children, here just now we discussed about up to even numbers and odd numbers properties, no? So afterwards we have to discuss about that prime numbers and composite numbers. Before going to discuss about that prime numbers, we have to discuss about that factors. Why? Because we have to learn about that factors. Because what is the definition for that prime numbers? So prime number means what? A number which is having only two factors. A number which is having only two factors, those two are 1 and itself we are saying. Okay, so that is the definition for prime number. Again we will discuss that one, just I am saying. So in that definition I used that the word as factors. So without knowing about that factors, how you will know about that prime numbers? Okay, that's why now we are going to discuss about that factors. Okay, so factors means what is the definition? A number which divides, a number which divides the given number exactly, which divides the given number exactly, then the number is said to be a factor of a given number. Okay, so this is the definition for that factor. What is that? A number which divides the given number exactly. A number, which number divides that given number exactly means the remainder should be 0. Here you have to keep one thing, every number is divided by some other number. Okay, so every number is divided by some other number, but in some cases we will get that 0 as that remainder, in some cases we will get that some other number as that remainder. Okay, if you will get that 0 as the remainder, then we can say that the number exactly divides the given number. Exactly divides means without any remainder. Without any remainder means 0 its remainder. Okay, so here those numbers we will call them as factors. So here just observe that what are the factors of 6? What are the factors of 6? So according to that definition, 6 divided by 1. Okay, 6 is that given number, so I taken here a number as 1. So 6 divided by 1, again you will get that 6 only, no? Yes or no? 6 divided by 1. 1 into 6 is equals to 6. So 6 minus 6 is equals to 0. Okay. Next, 6 divided by 2. Okay, 6 divided by 2 we know that one as 3. Next, 6 divided by 3 we will get that one as 2. Next, 6 divided by 4. 6 divided by 4 means 4 ones 4 and here the remainder is 2. Okay, here we got that some remainder is there. Already I told you that every number is divided by some other number, but in some cases we will get that remainder as 0, but here in some cases we will get that remainder as some other number. Okay, so here this is not exactly divided. This is not so this is not exactly divided, no? That's why here this is not a factor. Okay, next 6 divided by 5, then here you will get the remainder as 1. 5 ones 5, so 6 minus 5 is equals to 1. In that case we will get the remainder as 1. Okay, so that is also not exactly divided. So next, 6 divided by 6 is equals to 1. Every number is divided by itself, no? Okay, so 6 divided by 6 is equals to 1. Okay, just observe that the definition again. A number which divides the given number, which number is in repetition, that is the given number. Okay, so a number which divides the given number exactly, then the number is known as a factor of a given number. So by observing this one, here we can say that 1 is the factor of 6. So 1 is the factor of 6. And here come to this one. Here 2 also exactly divided 6, then only we will get that quotient as 3. Okay, so 2 3 6 no. So here we can say that 2 is the factor of 6 and here 3 is the factor of 6 and 4 is not a factor of 6. Why? Because we are getting some reminder. So that is not a factor. Next 5 is also not a factor of 6. Okay. Next 6 is a factor of 6. 6 is a factor of itself. Every number is a factor of itself. Okay. Now what are the factors of 6 here we got? The first factor is 1. The next factor is 2, next one is 3 and next one is 6. Is that no? So here 6 is having how many factors? Here we have that only 4 factors. What are those? 1, 2, 3, 6. Is it clear? So like this way we can write that the factors of any number. For writing that factors also we have 2 methods. One is a multiplication method, another one is a division method. So here we have 2 methods to find that the factors of a given number. While using that multiplication also we can say 1 into 6 is equals to 6. 2 into 3 is equals to 6. 3 into 2 is equals to 6. 6 into 1 is equals to 6. Okay, in that reverse order already we discussed in previous video. So we can say this one as in that multiplication manner also we can say. Okay, so this is about the factors. For that extra knowledge I will tell you that properties of factors also. Properties of factors. So what is that first factor is 1 is a factor of any number. 1 is a factor of every number. Why? Because every number is exactly divided by 1. Why? Because 1 into 100 is equals to 100. Okay, so 100 divided by 1, again you will get that one as 100 only, no? So 1 is a factor of every number. 1 is a factor of every number. Okay, next the second one is a number which is a factor of itself. Every number is a factor of itself. Every number is a factor of itself. Just observe that here we taken that factors of 6 now. 1, 2, 3, 6. So here 6 is a factor of 6. If you take that 8, what are the factors of 8? 1, 2, 4, 8. So here 8 is a factor of 8. Okay, take that factors of 10. 1, 2, 5, 10. So 10 is a factor of 10. Okay, in every case we can observe that every number is a factor of itself. Okay, so and in the same way we can observe that in every case we are having that 1, no? So 1 is a factor of every number and every number is a factor of itself. These 2 points are very, very important. And in the same way, a number which is having finite number of factors or infinite number of factors. Just observe that here 6 is having how many factors? 4 factors. 8 is having how many factors? 4 factors. Okay, just in coincidence we got here all are 4 factors only, but in some cases we will get that 18 factors, 16 factors, 20 factors. Number of factors are there for that different numbers. Okay, so that's why here, but one thing here we can count that how many factors are there, we can count that. Okay, this number is having 4 factors, this number is having 5 factors, this particular number is having 10 factors. Like that we can count those all. If you can count, if it is possible to count, then we can say those are finite. It is not possible to count, then we will call that one as infinite. Okay, it is possible to count, we will call that one as finite. It is not possible to count, then we will call that one as infinite. Okay, so here number of factors are finite. Number of factors of a given number is finite. Okay, finite means we can count that how many factors are there for that given number, we can say that. Okay, so these are that very important. And here what is that smallest factor of a given number and what is that greatest factor of a given number? Okay, one is the smallest factor of a given number. What is that? One is that smallest factor. Once observe that each and every number 1, 2, 5, 10 is there. So from that all factors, which one is the smallest number? 1. For that 8, what is the smallest number? 1. For that 6, what is the smallest number? 1. For that 100, what is the smallest factor? That is 1. Okay, why? Because 1 is a factor of each and every number. Less than 1, 0 is not a factor. No. In that multiples we can discuss about that. Okay, so here 0 is not there means always here the starting, okay, first factor of a given number is always 1 only, no. So that's why 1 is the smallest factor of a given number. Okay, and what is the greatest factor? Greatest factor of a given number. Okay, so greatest factor, what? Once observe that here 6 the greatest number, the last one is 6 only, no. Here the last one is the given number, here the last one is the given number. So always the last number, the last factor is that given number only, no. So that's why here the greatest factor of a given number is the number itself. Is the number itself. Why? Because every number is a factor of itself, no. So that's why the last number is always what is the given number, that one only the last factor of that given number. So that's why here greatest factor of a given number is always the number itself. Is it clear? So these all are that, these 5 are the properties of that factors of a given number. Okay. So now we will discuss about that prime numbers and composite numbers. Okay. So what about that prime numbers? A number which is having only 2 factors, that is 1 and itself. Okay, so I told you that for that 6 we have that 4 factors, for that 8 we have that 4 factors, 10 we are having that 4 factors, okay, and so on. Okay, come to that one. Here prime numbers means a number which is having only 2 factors. Okay, here we are saying that that number is having only 2 factors. One is a factor of every number we are saying, no, that's why 1 is the common factor, and the number itself means which number is given, that number is that factor of a given number, no. So that's why by using those 2 properties, here what they are saying, prime numbers means a number which is having only 2 factors. Okay, those 2 are 1 and itself. That type of numbers are known as prime numbers. So here first prime number is 2. Okay, just observe that 2 is having, what are the factors? 1 and 2. Factors of 2, 1 and 2. Factors of 3, 1 and 3. Factors of 5, 1 and 5. Here in this one, which one is missed here? Fourth one. So for that 4, what are the factors? 1, 2, 4. For that factors of 4 is 1, 2, 4. Okay, here we have that 3 factors, no? So that's why this is not a prime number. What I am saying here, that number is having only 2 factors, then only we will call that number as a prime number. That's why 4 is not a prime number. Okay, so next 5 is a prime number. Next 6 is having 4 factors, so that is not a prime number. Next 7 is having only 2 factors, 1 and 7, so we will call that 7 is a prime number. Okay, next 8 is having how many factors? Already we discussed that, that is 4 factors are there. So 4 factors there means that is a prime number? No, so 8 is not a prime number. Next 9 is having how many factors? Here 9 is having 1, 3, 9. Okay, 1 into 9 is equals to 9, 3 3s 9, 9 1s 9. So what are the factors of 9? 1, 3, 9. So this is having 3 factors, no? But we are having only 2 factors. That's why here 9 is also not a prime number. 9 is also not a prime number. Next 10 already we know that 4 factors. So that is also not a prime number. So next prime number is 11. 11 is having only 2 factors. Just check that. If you have any doubt, then you can check that. Okay, how many factors are there? Is there any other factors? Then also you can comment it. If you know that other than these 2 factors, any other factor is there, then you can comment in that comment section. Okay, so that's why here these all numbers and so on, these all numbers are having only 2 factors. That's why we will call these numbers are prime numbers. Okay, so how many prime numbers are there and how to recognize that given number is a prime number or not? Okay, in that 6th class we have that one of the method, that is sieve of Eratosthenes. Sieve of Eratosthenes, that one we will discuss in that next video. Okay, so next after that prime numbers we have that composite numbers, right? So composite numbers means what? The numbers which are having more than 2 factors, or the numbers which are not prime numbers, the leftover remaining numbers we will call them as composite numbers. Yes or no? So here we got that 4, 9. Okay, here the leftover numbers 4. Next one, the leftover numbers, what are those? 1, 4, and here 5 there, so 6, 7 there, so 8. Next 9, 10. Just observe these numbers. Here what are those numbers? 1, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Once observe these factors, here 1 is there. 1 is having how many factors? 1 is having, 1 is the common factor. Here I taken the number only 1. So another factor, the second factor also 1 only, no? Okay, that's why here 1 is having how many factors? Only 1 factor. But according to the definition of a prime number, the number should be having that only 2 factors. Then we will call them as prime numbers. More than 2 factors are there, we will call them as composite numbers. So that's why here 1 is neither prime nor composite, which means 1 is not a prime number and 1 is not a composite number. Okay, why? Because 1 is having only 1 factor. So that definition also not there now here. That's why 1 is neither prime nor composite. Okay, so afterwards 4. 4 is having how many factors? 3 factors. So this is a composite number. That is a composite number. 6 is having 4 factors, so that is a composite. More than 2 only, no? 8 is having 4 factors, so that is a composite. And 9 is having 3 factors. 3 is also more than 2 only, no? So that's why here that is also a composite number. And 10 is there, so 10 is having how many factors? 4 factors. That is also a composite number. So composite number means simply the numbers which are having more than 2 factors. More than 2 factors, then we will call those numbers are composite numbers. Only 2 factors, prime numbers. Okay, only 1 factor, that is neither prime nor composite. That is not related to prime and not related to composite. Is it clear? So here, just identify that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I taken here 1 to 10 numbers. Out of 1 to 10, which number is prime, which number is composite? Okay, 1 is neither prime nor composite. And here 2 is that prime number, 3 is that prime number, 4 is a composite number, 5 is a prime number, 6 is composite. Okay, 7 is a prime number. Next 8 is composite, 9 is also a composite number, and 10 is also a composite number. Why? Because the difference also I told you that. Okay, which numbers I written here? Composite means those all numbers are having more than 2 factors. Okay, so this is about that prime numbers and composite numbers. So after this one, in that next video we will discuss about that how to recognize that prime numbers. Okay, how to identify that prime numbers by using sieve of Aristotle's method. Okay, so in this video what we discussed here, about that factors and its properties. Okay, after that we discussed about that prime numbers and composite numbers. Okay, once again, prime numbers means how many factors are there? Only 2 factors. What are those? One is a common factor and the number itself. Which number is given? That number itself. Okay, so if that number is having only 2 factors, we will call them as prime numbers. And if the given numbers are having more than 2 factors, then we will call them as composite numbers. Okay, up to here this session completed. So in that next video we will discuss about that sieve of Aristotle's method. Okay.